Welcome everyone to Not That Media. My name is John, and in this series of videos I will be giving 31 film recommendations across 31 days. I'll be giving brief, spoiler-free synopsis and highlighting a particular scene that has made this one of my personal favourite films to watch in October. There will be something funny, something spooky. It won't always be Halloween, but there will be certainly some scary stuff in there. So come along with me as I count down my 31 days of Halloween. 2022's Terrifier 2 tells the story of how on Halloween night, after being resurrected by a sinister entity, the demented Art the Clown returns to Miles County where he targets a bereaved family, especially teenager Sienna and her younger brother Jonathan. The two must fight it out and survive the night as Art the Clown unleashes his particular brand of comedy and terror on the poor, unsuspecting folks of Miles County. The Terrifier franchise and Art the Clown has come out of virtually nowhere, and Art the Clown has taken his place in the horror pantheon of monsters. He is hilarious as much as he is terrifying. He appears on Halloween night, so it seems appropriate obviously for him to be on my 31 days of Halloween, and at the time of recording a new film is just on the horizon, Terrifier 3, hitting cinemas in October 2024. So I did want to include Art the Clown on some kind of list because I do feel that the absolute comedy and the absolute horror of Art the Clown actually is somewhat masking a slightly more sinister, darker side, which is why I wanted to talk about one particular scene that takes place in Terrifier 2. Having had part of her Halloween costume accidentally destroyed, Sienna goes to the local costume shop in order to find a new pair of wings for her outfit. When she gets into the shop, she is minding her own business, not really doing anything, and Art the Clown walks in. He comes in with his garbage bag full of tricks and implements. You just know something really bad is going to happen. There is only one other person in the shop, and that is the shop runner. Art the Clown comes in and proceeds to stand behind Sienna. Sienna blissfully unaware of the fact that Art has come in. She's not 100% sure who this person is. She's been seeing him in visions and nightmares and things like that. But as soon as she sees Art the Clown standing in the doorway, she knows it means trouble. She instantly wants to leave. And this is why I wanted to include this scene, because Art the Clown, being a mime, has this fantastic ability to do absolutely nothing and yet be absolutely terrifying. He is standing in the only doorway to get out so that she can go and pay for her things and go, and he is smiling at her. He does not move, he does not make a sound, he just stands there smiling at her and forces her to do the absolutely terrifying thing of walking past him through the doorway. He continues to not move at all until she goes past, in which simply his eyes follow her out like a painting, when you're walking around an art gallery. The body doesn't move, but the eyes follow you. When she goes to the counter, the clerk who is serving her is nice and friendly and she is quite happy, and then he asks her to pay, to which she suddenly realises that she has forgotten her bag. She left her bag in the other room, and as she is saying it out loud, I forgot my, Art the Clown slams her bag onto the counter in front of her in one of the best jump scares in the whole movie. At this point, you think, what is this guy going to do? She is frightened, the clerk is confused, but Art goes into the background and proceeds to mess around with glasses, kazoos, and all kinds of things until the shop clerk loses his temper and says, if you're going to put that in your mouth, you're going to pay for it. Sienna pays for her things and gets out of Dodge as quickly as she can. So in principle, that should be the end of the scene. A really nice, tense little scene showcasing Art the Clown as being the master of terror. However, that's not the end of the scene. The clerk says to Art, are you going to buy something? To which Art decides he wishes to buy an item, which is his trademark horn. Upon reaching into his bag and pulling out various pieces and bottles and instruments of obviously clear cruelty, the shop clerk once again begins to get annoyed and says, look, I'm going to have to throw you. To which then Art comes up from behind the counter with money and proceeds to pay for the item by counting out every coin. It is funny, It is sinister. He takes his time. The scene is breathing. It is encapsulating Art the Clown in every possible form. He is funny. He is frightening. He is controlling the situation completely. But when the member of staff truly starts to lose his temper, Art the Clown returns the favour by smashing him in the face with a bottle and then murdering him horribly in the store. He then just simply walks out as if nothing happens. End of scene. I think this scene perfectly encapsulates what I enjoy about the Terrifier franchise. Art the Clown can be hilarious, can be gory, but when he has those moments of suspense and terror, I find that even more uncomfortable than any gory, salt in the wound, decapitated head, mutilated genital that Art the Clown can throw at you. They do a very similar scene in the first Terrifier in the pizza parlour involving two girls and a coin machine with a ring in it. Another fantastic scene. Part of me wanted to put that one on, but I would argue to people that Terrifier 2 is the superior film. It is not for the weak at heart. It is a strong recommend, and that's why it's on my 31 Days of Halloween. So, with that being said, until next time, stay scared.
Stop, please, stop, please!
Hey, buddy.